Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday evening, 8 p.m., and you're listening to the home of Commodore 64 remixes, Slay Radio. Let us spice up your evening with Slaygon's incoherent ramblings.
Anywho Hazel.
And Ziona's pro dance moves to the best selection of remixes, sits, and demo scene tracks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this thing. Slay tuned.
Fiddly-dum.
I wanted to ask, where is the fiddly-dum?
I was busy making sure that everything is connected, and now finally this fucking iPad connected to the remote thingy. Okay.
Poor
cool.
fucking iPad.
So yeah.
So yeah, now you can sit back, relax, and enjoy this thing. Hello everyone.
Hello, random hellos, says Michael Wildhagen as well. Or random greetings to everyone.
Yeah. Obviously random greetings to everyone with random chats and random tracks today. How we are doing with the random remix concept?
I literally just fixed the things here, so I have no idea. I haven't had time to actually look into that.
Okay.
But I'll try to get that going as soon as possible, like during the next song, which isn't very long.
Yeah, exactly. If any one of you remembers, there was a concept of asking for random SIDs from HVSC, and now we kind of try to extend that to remixes as well. We have about 4,000 C64 remixes to choose from, and I'm not sure that it will be easy to execute this concept with Amiga remixes, but you can have random Amiga remix requests as well if you name them, so we will play them. So in that sense, they will be still random, but not that way that the 64 remixes could be.
Not in the same way.
Not in the same way. And of course, you can drop in any random topics and random things today. And there is this dude called Johan Andersson.
Really?
Yes, he is there. He is out there. And also, not that random, he released a remix today. Not today, sorry, on 16th November, but most probably he uploaded it slightly before. And this is his latest remix, Paperboy.
chicken, chang.
So no fiddly-dum then?
No. There
Chang,
was no
chang, chicka,
fiddly-doo.
chang.
Yeah.
And what were you
Dun,
busy
dun, dun,
with
dun.
while this track was playing?
Just fixing other stuff.
Other stuff.
Yes, other stuff.
Specifically, other stuff.
Yeah, the homepage thingy. Putting the YouTube link on the homepage.
Ah, okay. Random.
Because random.
Random. Yeah, okay. What was the most random thing that you've been doing recently?
Recently?
Mm-hmm.
Most random. I guess that would be actually playing guitar. I haven't played guitar in years, and then now randomly I kind of sort of need guitar, hence the two guitars in here behind you. Yeah, you actually see them behind her here. So yeah, need that guitar for one of the tracks for Cinematic 64, which is almost done. I'll put it up there for now on the streamy bob.
Yeah, with that beautiful cover, which is really nicely done. Thanks to
Trevor Story did that cover. I kind of thought, let's do a bit of a Zimmer style thing. So I thought Batman is awesome. So I kind of gave him some ideas, and then he came up with this.
And
It's
just
awesome.
looks awesome, really. It's so nicely done with the buildings and the 64 logo and everything. You should see that if you haven't. So,
Well,
yep.
you can see that on the video streams right now.
Yeah, okay.
So if you haven't seen it, it's there.
Those that are on the radio streams, you can also look that up. And, well, it will come shortly. So even Chris Abbott announced it on Facebook today or yesterday. Yes.
Yeah, today.
Today, yeah, exactly. So not that far, and
Yeah,
I know
Saturday and Sunday I'll be working on the two tracks that are not quite done. They are like 95% done. One of the tracks is Opus 2 by Thomas Danko, and that's the one that I'm gonna need to do some guitars for. Aztec Challenge has a few issues left that I need to fix, and then they will be shipped off to Lagerfeld for mastering, and that will be that.
beautiful, perfect. And I heard both of them. They will be really nice. Opus is a very heartbreaking one, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, shortly you can hear it too. Do we want to do any exclusive from it? Maybe this show or...
Maybe, but probably not.
Oh, he's not that happy about that. Yeah, the perfectionist always likes things when they are really done. I guess. And yes, cheers, Martin. I'm just going to... Yeah. Cheers. Hi. Unfortunately, only with water today, but sometimes you gotta take a break. So, yeah, well, I'm taking way more breaks than others, but never mind. So yeah, people, you can request songs as usual, and you can request them either as numbers, or you can also specify them. So this is not a strict rule for today that you only have to say numbers, but we will try to do our best to make them happen. And I prepared something for you, a very random thing that you wouldn't count on.
A very random thing.
Yes, it is a very random thing. First of all, it's an Amiga remix, and we play Amiga remixes more rarely than 64 ones. And
That is very, very true.
Second, that you love this.
Cream of the Earth?
Yes. Yay. How
That wasn't
did
so
you
hard to guess.
know?
I don't have very many favorites when it comes to Amiga stuff. They're like Cream of the Earth and the fuck is the game called again? I did a remix of that. It's my only Amiga remix.
Amiga.
Fuck, it's one of those kind of adventure type games or whatever.
You don't remember.
In the jungle. What is it called?
Okay, you can figure this out during the song.
It's such a random thing. Hold on. Now I'm gonna figure it out. Flashback.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
Can we show that later
yeah, sure.
on?
It's an Amiga remix.
Yeah,
It's a short one.
Yeah, I think I have it, but let's check this thing out. This one is made by Firefox, and this is Firefox Dirty Drummer remake versus Romeo Knight. Firefox versus Romeo Knight. And yes, the bot is still broken. We are so sorry. But that means that you have to take your requests through slayradio.org That's
Or the new domain, slay.radio.
Oh, you should tell the story about this because we just gained it recently.
Yeah, I registered it like a week ago or something. They are fairly expensive, those .radio domains, but recently apparently they started this kind of non-commercial or non-profit kind of thing. So got the domain for like a tenth of the price. So I thought, yeah, let's register that.
Excellent choice, I think. And Martin, if you see us right now on the video stream, you were mentioning disco balls. So here are my 2 disco balls, just so you know. I just recently bought it as well, and well, specifically for a party, a company party that is coming up. Will happen like slightly before Christmas. It's going to be a Christmas party, but well, let's say we are not only celebrating Christmas, so we always figure out a concept. Like the summer party was the 80s concept, and now it will be Studio 54, 70s disco. And let's just say that outfit would look so great that I probably have to post a picture about it. So yeah, I already have the things ready, including my 2 disco balls. You can never have enough disco balls. But I can definitely say I have balls. Disco balls.
Yes.
2 of them.
You can definitely say that.
Yes. Hopefully you can't say that to on me at least. And hi Shetil, nice to see you. Hi Murdoch, nice to have you around as well. So yep, so since the bot is still broken, we would like to remind you to request songs if you can on the homepage, or well, you can go through Facebook as well, but we never know if all our comments arrive to us. So.
Yeah, please don't. Go to slayradio.org. It's really that simple. You don't need to log in or anything. You just go to slayradio.org under live, make requests. It would make our life a lot easier.
Indeedums. So Martin had an amazing request just slightly after the previous song, because he said that he wants to hear, I want to quote him like literally, I have to scroll back here, where was that moment, that new Cream of the Earth Seed version with awesome samples using the THCM routine. And that one is made by Elman, released in 2018, so well, you can guess the quality of the seed at least. Elman and Cream of the Earth. So that was kind of interesting to hear right after each other, the Amiga remix and the SID.
Indeed. It's almost like you could have played them the other way around and nobody would notice.
Almost. That's Elman's specialty nowadays.
Yes.
The almost thing.
Sounding awesome. I almost creamed my pants.
Oh. Please don't, at least not during the show.
Well, nobody would see.
Well, you did this radio video thing, so yes, they would.
No, it's below the waistline, or the camera is above the waistline. It's fine.
Oh, how tricky you are. And we have also an overview now.
Yeah, but that's not on right now.
Oh, it's not on today. Okay.
Well, it is. Well, it's not pointing at us right now. It is, though, because I just switched it on.
I see. Okay, then.
Mm-hmm.
And Facebook told me that I should... What? Oh, did you?
Yes.
At least when Jonas comes here, then he won't complain.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason.
Facebook said, meanwhile, that I should say something to let Slay Radio know that I'm here.
Oh, yeah, you should, because otherwise, how would Slay Radio know?
That I'm here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. So it's kind of still funny. Maybe they could switch this off, at least for the administrators of the page. Never mind. Well.
Yeah, well, it's stupid and random.
Very random.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yay, yay.
Random facts from the world out there. There was an article fairly recently about yoga causing entering demons to your life. I mean, this statement was made by a religious leader, and
no shit.
Yeah, and the religious leader, that is not the worst part. That religious leader is supported, or, well, his kind of organization is supported by our government. I mean, yeah, the Hungarian one. And I just don't get these things. Like, I don't know. And of course, it's like, I think it might be a tactic to kind of direct the attention to this case, because obviously everyone will look like, what the heck is going on? And then, of course, they can withdraw attention from the really important things with that. But that was like still having a huge echo and feedback on Facebook. So
it's a diversion tactic.
Definitely. So just so you know, if you practice yoga, you are inviting demons in your life.
Yeah, what's that yoga guru thing called? Bikram or something like that?
Well, there's like several types of...
No, the guy who kind of started the whole fucking yoga thing in the 70s or whatever, brought it here from India. But he was, I think, recently convicted of multiple counts of sexual kind of assaults, okay. I guess, or something like that. Yeah.
That leads us further than I thought. Jesus.
So, random.
Yeah, random facts from the world. Yep. So, yeah. After the random facts, I think we might play a nice song for Murdoch, who joined us.
Murdoch Mysteries.
Yes, Murdoch 2000. And this would be Mucky and Auf Wiedersehen Monty, Down for Keeps.
Exquisite thing. Just an exquisite thing yourself. You made it.
Yeah. For a hobby, like. See, part of the cure to keep yourself busy doing things you enjoy. Like, for instance, I wanted to learn the drum and music. Yeah. And Dr. Lennox got him to help me do it. I kicked it.
One.
I kicked it.
Then one.
I kicked it.
One.
Well, this time it was two.
Then one.
Get on time, gonna
Heavy.
get the root test. Gotta put down, I put my foot down, and then I'm making some love, I put my root down. I'm like, sweetie,
shut off the mouth about kicking it for keeps. I kicked it. So now you're ashamed of even thinking. I kicked it. Well, what'd you think? I kicked it. Never again. I kicked it. Sure. I kicked it. I kicked it for keeps. Dr. Lenny's got him to help me do it. I kicked him. I kicked it for keeps.
Okay, and auf Wiedersehen, Monty wrote down for Neeps. And, well, how funny that I just mentioned the yoga demon topic. And, of course, Andrea, who has shown up on our Facebook comments, obviously knew what is it about, because, well, all Hungarians know at the moment. I think everyone's newsfeed is full of those memes.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, how come that we didn't know each other, because she seems to be a 64 girl as well, a Hungarian one.
Well, I don't know.
Look at that. And yeah, it's like, it's surprising, because it's we have like just a few common friends, but yeah, that is very nice. So I'm so glad to see fellow 64 girls. It's always great. There are not that many of us yet, but yeah, that is why it's always great.
Indeed.
Yep. And well, how are we doing with this?
Almost
script?
there. I'm working on getting the random thingy going for requests. So you could request a random RKO ID.
Yeah, you could request an ID, which ends up being a song in the end when we translate.
Exactly.
So,
just trying to look at what the database structure is here and all of that. So, yeah, got it. Awesome.
you got it. So we
almost.
Okay. I will wait one more
I
song.
got the structure and all that. Now I just need to actually write the code.
Sounds great. So we will just wait one more song and we might be able to try it. That
Indeed.
would be awesome. So then you can request probably a random number between 1 and 4,000 or something. I don't know.
Or something. Let's
Or
see what
something.
we have. 4,150. No, 6,080.
6,080?
Yes, that's
But
how
how
many.
is-
Yeah,
But you are working with Slay Radio's database right now?
Yeah, but it's the RKO ID as well. So
Oh,
that's,
okay. But in Slay Radio's database there are albums as well. And
no. This is literally the if you hover over the latest release on RKO,
Mhm.
you see a download link, and the latest one is 6081.
Okay, I
So
get
it
that.
is the local or the RKO IDs.
Okay, good to know.
Trust me on that.
Yeah, I trust you on that. So, okay, then we will test this function soon. And until then, Lord Evil's request was CZ Tunes and Asia Dreams.
You karate do yes, or karate do no. You karate do gesso, just like grip.
Martin Land is dancing in karate style in the living room kitchen.
How do you do that?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Well, there is always something new with his dancing, so yep. And anyone can watch Martin Land dancing. I don't know why that Lund comes back to me, because probably we live in Sweden, and Lund is kind of very often used here as a city, or some people's name contain it. So yeah, it's a funny thing, but anyone can watch Martin Land, even on YouTube, how he dances on some recordings, or visit the next year's events, namely X maybe, and Harrock Party.
I'll clear up the confusion here, because Martin Land actually asked on IRC about that. How come it's 6081, but on the side of remix.qued.org it says it's 4101 remixes, and that's due to the internal workings of RKO, which makes this whole process a little bit more fun. If you insert a remix into the database, it automatically adds a unique ID to it, and if you then remove something from the database, it doesn't re-index all of those. It keeps the numbers. So if you add 5 of them, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you remove number 3, it's still 1, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's still 4 entries, but 1 is gone.
This is how it happened. That,
in total, over the lifespan of RKO, there has been 6,081 uploads. And 4,101 are remaining.
Yeah, I wanted to say that is not 4,000, but wow, it's amazing. And in these 6,000 remixes, are the albums included? Because they're not available on RKO.
No,
okay.
Just RKO stuff.
Yeah, so now we are working with RKO's database.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. So now anyone who feels like having a random request can tell us a random number from 1 until 6,081.
81. And there has been 1980, so we are in the 80s now. Deletions. It could be that, and it happens quite often actually, that someone uploads something to the RKO queue and goes, shit, I forgot, or could you please remove that entry, I need to re-upload because I fucked up, or something. And that happens more often than you would think. I've done that a couple of times too.
I can imagine that. I mean, how great that...
and rejected ones I don't think show up either. So if there's an upload and then that never gets published, and that gets removed from the database and put aside in Qued's own little archive.
Own little archive. So he keeps everything for himself. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, and he's generous that you can just remove the remixes. Try to do that with OC Remix. Probably you wouldn't
try
succeed.
to get anything published on OC Remix.
Yeah, it's like, well, I think it was like December when Yes, it was last December. It's going to be 1 year now since they haven't reacted anything. So I don't know how much time it needs, but I really cannot imagine what takes so long. So yeah. Well, anyone has their own processes anyway, so who am I to judge here, right? So Magnar is also with us. Hi, Magnar.
Hello, Magnar.
And your mom joined again. Hi,
hello,
Mom. I'm not sure if she will understand this, but me and even my colleagues love the poncho that she did for the last Christmas. So, and I feel so cool when I'm wearing it. So I think it's amazing. And I even wanted to post a picture recently about it, but I kind of forgot. So yeah, maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
And you sent me an IRC message.
I did.
Ooh.
That's for ASDK.
Excellent. Okay, so...
I'll condense that down to one row instead of having several, because that's annoying. I just realized.
Ah, okay. So, no worries about that. I think we will open this random request line with remix 3333, which was my first test request. So, let's see how it goes. Marcus Holler and Moments of Everydayness. Wow, remix 3030.
3,333.
Yeah, I cannot count, sorry. That turned out great. The random test request turned out great. So, yep, I already prepared the next one.
You did.
So how cool is that? And also we start to get other random requests. I see Elian is with us as well, and Madman joined us on Slay Radio channel. In case you haven't known, we have an IRC channel as well. So you can join the good old IRC if you've been doing that like around 2000s, but you don't do it anymore. So, yep, for your information, and especially for those who just recently joined us. So you can watch us on Facebook, on YouTube. You can listen to the audio stream on slayradio.org or slay.radio, right?
Indeedums.
Yes, and you can join on IRC on EFNet network, so irc.efnet.org and Slay Radio channel, #SlayRadio.
Indeed. Hashtag.
Hashtag. Yeah, it's kind of odd because hashtag became a thing later on, like way later. And on the good old IRC, hashtags meant the channels.
Indeed. Yeah, they were way before Twitter.
Yeah, very much
What's
so.
trending? Well, we don't have that concept on IRC.
Yeah, not really, no.
Whatever channel you're on is trending.
Yeah, and random facts. I ordered another box of clothes.
Oh, of course you did. There's a funny story, a bit of a random story. We were talking about that, and we had our usual discussion, well, do you really need all the... No, not really. Click. Thank you for your order.
Yep. I think it was even funnier when there was that moment, but...
Yeah, it was a kind of a perfect comedic timing on that one.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, let's say that I made a discovery. I pretty much always had problem and issues with choosing pants because I have like irregular proportions down there. So I have short legs, I have wider, what is that under the knee? That in English, I don't know. Wider that part of the leg.
Shit, what is it called?
Yeah, I'll look that up later on, never mind.
Not thighs, they are on the top.
Yeah,
the
ones that the football
below
players
the
use. Yeah, below the knees. The ones that football players tend to overuse, and they also kind of gain a little bit of that. Yeah, anyway, those things are making it extremely difficult to choose a proper pair of trousers, because those that would be good, they are like small, and then they are also weird in size, because randomly the same size has sometimes like 80 centimeters weight size, and then the next one with the same size is 70 centimeters. So it's like no logic behind, and it's like just the source of endless confusion for women. However,
it's not much better for men, especially tall men like myself. Either they are too wide in the waist and proper length on the legs, or they are perfect around the waist, but like 10 centimeters too short.
Yeah, exactly. I have the other way around, 10 centimeters too long. So yeah.
Well, you can cut yours off at least.
That is true.
I can't stretch mine 10 centimeters.
That is very true. Good that Boss Wank is not here.
Pen talk.
Stretch your 10 centimeters. Anyway.
Welcome to Pant Talk.
Anyway, there is a local to Sweden second-hand shop. It's a huge one. They deal with like 4,000 products or 400,000 products on Tradera or so. And they are amazing because they measure all those things. And I noticed that even if I order, if I'm going into a shop and I try to kind of try on pants, I will never have the waist size, so therefore I'm trying on completely unnecessary pieces, and this is why I end up with 3 pairs out of 20. This is my usual statistics when I go to buy pants. And I figured out that since they measure the waist size at this shop, I ordered 9 of them, and now right after the show I'm going to test my kind of intuitions and kind of vision that what the photos gave away and whatnot. And if most of them will fit, I think I will just do this in the future, because I just don't have like hours to spend like in shops completely unnecessarily. I will rather spend those hours here at home choosing proper pants without trying on and the hassle all of them, right?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that concept, really.
Well, as long as you can get rid of the ones that don't fit, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for those selfie bags. But yes, I think they will send me the bags and then I can send them back those that are not fit, and then they can sell them again.
Those that are not fit?
They're not a perfect fit, yes. Or, well, anything. I can say perfect fit because I have a lot of stuff, so I can just easily give away those that are not perfect fit, I guess. And I have to. It's not that I can, I really have to. Because otherwise we might have to buy another furniture to store things in, and I don't want that, so there has to be a limit to everything. How about carrying on with...
Madman seems to think that we are in a fight. I don't know where he gets that from. All I see is him writing nonsense on the shout box. I don't know how that counts as a fight. Well, not right now, but he's saying that on IRC now.
Okay. Well, I don't really get what's going on there, but never mind.
And also, yes, 48. I am old.
Who was asking that?
Not asking.
Saying. Yeah. Aw. Look at Slaygon. He doesn't look old. Not in my eyes, at least.
No, I don't give
and
a shit.
I don't mind your opinion about that.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Oh, well. So... we had a request from ASDK, a random request, like a real random request, right? Was it? Yes, ASDK.
Yeah. 5233, was it?
Yeah, it was 5,233, and this would be NAFTA and ACE2. how did you like this random choice?
Not very much. Meep, 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 meep,
We will.
meep, 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 meep.
Yeah, but it's a nice surprise. Well, luckily for you, the next song is not that much of a random request as the previous two, but, well, I will get back to this later. On the channel, people are discussing what is old and what is not old. And, yeah, I should add here that I'm definitely having gray hairs already. And I have them, like, since I turned, like, 29 or
Since
something.
you turned old.
Since I turned old, yes. No, actually, I started to have gray hairs around 2010. That means 9 years ago. That means 27. Yeah. So, yeah, no worries. There is always hair color stuff is always available for everyone. I think it's not only for women. Men can use it as well if they feel like it. But then again, on men, for some reason, it looks way more appealing, in my opinion, when they have gray hair. So I don't know.
In my 30s, I sometimes colored my hair black, and my friends, instead of calling me Slaygon, called me Slutgon, because it sounded more Slavic.
Yeah, but it's slut.
Yeah, well, that kind of worked well too in that regard. And Spawatch on Facebook says Ace 2 DK.
Ace 2 DK.
Yeah,
Ace goes to DK. Or
yeah,
Ace
that was requested by Ace DK. So Ace 2 DK.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, that was slow. I'm so sorry. You're right. Yeah, so incredible. And Martin was giving me a very nice compliment. I make everything shine that I wear. And I said, no, that is actually not true. It's like you see it that way because I pick the right clothes. Trust me on this. It's most of the things just don't work. Just don't.
You know how to pick them.
Yeah, I know. I train my eyes. I really enjoy it because
I strain my eyes.
Strained. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's been years of experience in that because I always loved that way of self-expression, so to speak. And I think clothing is a way of self-expression. At least this is how I use it as well.
Oh, speaking of which, this is one of the new Slay Radio t-shirts. It's very, very subtle. It's so subtle that in this light you can't actually see it. But there is a Slay Radio pattern on here. It's very good to kind of have on for like the office or something. It's not very much in your face or anything. Just
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I didn't think of that, to be honest, when you ordered them, because I just said an opinion like, no, they won't work. I mean, they won't be visible at all. Well, they are barely visible. I guess that was the concept.
That was the point, yes. And I thought the grey one would work better, but actually this black one works much better than the grey one.
Yeah, surprise. Sometimes printing companies can surprise you a lot. So it's good to know the techniques a little bit, or at least it doesn't hurt, but yeah, you never can be sure about that. So we have a next request, which was made by Alien, and he says, could you two lovely people play Ziona's remix of Deflector, please?
Deflector!
Kisses and hugs from Denmark. Well,
hisses and gugs.
Hisses and cugs.
Cags. Or gags.
Nah, I just replaced H and K, and I think hisses, definitely cats would understand that, so hisses and cugs. So yeah, Deflector from 2016 by me. Deflector from 2016, a rock party remix competition entry. Ended up being the second place, by the way, and Vincenzo helped me with the mastering and mixing part because I was shit at it. I'm still not really good with it, but
Nice.
yep. But yeah.
This t-shirt, I'm gonna switch over to my camera here, and I'm gonna show the grey version of that. There is the thingy pattern, blah blah blah, and yeah, I kind of think it looks kind of cool. It's very subtle, but yeah, nice.
Yeah, the point is that it looks from far away like you kind of hugged a white wall and the traces remained there on your breast.
I don't mind that.
It's fine. It looks nice. I was just trying to tease you.
Yeah, failed.
And by the way, I wanted to ask here that here I have Tractor in front of me, and there is also an ID in front of the songs here.
Yes, that's the Tractor internal ID. It's the same concept. Slay Radio has an internal ID as well. So to be able to link to the RKO stuff, I have a link table. So the RKO ID is in one column, and then the internal Slay Radio ID is in another column. So I know which one goes with which song.
Internal Slay Radio IT.
IT, yes.
Reminds me of internal IT, like we have an internal IT too
at
the
it's
company.
The Slay Radio IT department.
IT department, like one person IT department, but it's great. It works at least.
It works. For now.
Yep, indeed. So I will play a game with you right now.
Oh, with me?
Yes, because you have to tell me a number. And right now I will use Tractor IDs as reference because we have Chris Kuta. That almost sounds like Kiskutya in Hungarian, and it means little dog, by the way. Chris Kuta requested a remix of Platoon.
Uh-huh.
And we have a few remixes of Platoon available, about 20 of them. And I thought that since the lowest ID is 131 and the highest ID is 4,330, I thought that you can say a random number and the closest ID
400.
to this. 400. I guess then it would be 519.
Oh.
Yeah, the closest.
A bit off, yeah.
Well, a bit off, but that is the closest.
I considered saying 500. That would have made it pretty spot on.
Okay, so that's nice because then, well, let's hope it will be a good Platoon version. It's Bisquan's Platoon.
I'm not sure I know this one.
Let's check it out. Well,
That was a bit of an abrupt ending. Almost as if I had made it.
that depends. Your Platoon version is not ending this abruptly, right?
No, as a bit of a thing at the end. But my compo edits usually end pretty abruptly.
Yeah, about that we know. It was fairly recent experience. Martin.
And then I went the entirely opposite direction with Light Force and went on and on and on and on with the ending on that one.
Yes, but you had
It was
time
a nice
to
one.
finish it.
Yeah.
So that's a different one. That's a different one because, yeah, you didn't have all of a sudden kind of, I must end this right now because deadline thing.
Well, I did have a deadline because I wanted to finish it before we left. So,
Yeah, but you did a great job with it anyway. So,
well, thanks.
absolutely. And the thing is here that
Saken är...
Martin said, yes, I will be dancing and having a good time talking, boozing and releasing at Arok and X next year, but also at the Revision, hopefully, and Bergen and our own meeting in Austria. That I don't recall that.
His own meeting with some people he knows in Austria.
Ah, right. Okay. All of a sudden, I started to be confused. And, oh, is there something I don't know of? So, yeah. You can definitely watch him dancing at all those events. And I really love his way of dancing. His way of dancing is very similar to mine, I think. That's why. So, yeah. And I love the dedication because it's always very nice.
Well, I kind of always thought that you dance a little bit like Phoebe runs.
That is another story to judge, but I'm not saying I'm a professional dancer.
Is there anyone who says that? Sorry.
No. No. But I like to
I'm
think...
not complaining, that's not the thing at all. I just find it funny.
No, I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I like to think that I feel the music, but maybe others don't think that. Who knows? But at least I enjoy it. In the end of the day, this is what is the most important, I think. Anyway. Joni Aquarius had a not that random request, but you're gonna love it.
Oh, am I?
Yes, it's called Distraction. That's not the only reason why you're gonna love it. It's also Da Funk.
Oh, the funk is always good.
Even the artist name and the title are completely fitting your needs. So, yeah, he's always good.
Click, 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 click. Oh, you started.
I did.
Okay.
It's just Tractor, the VX, so...
Doodly-dum.
the funk, almost distraction, and the new beginning remix.
Nice one. It
Indeed.
is.
Yeah, he's always nice, so we can't really say anything bad about the funk because, well, most of his songs are really, really nice.
Indeed. Does anyone know what he does nowadays? Because it's been a while since he uploaded anything on RKO.
Yeah, he's away. And I think I have met him like once on an Aerok party before 2010 probably. So it's been a while as well.
2008 was the last one he uploaded himself.
Wow, okay. But definitely it's been definitely more than 10 years then.
Yes, 11.
11.
11.
No, but I think that he visited the party also at that time period, so it's not, it didn't happen afterwards, mostly when he was active.
Yeah, he was... No, that wasn't him. It was Moog who visited, was it Andreas or Ziffoid? It's Ziffoid, I think, on the 24-hour show that we did back in, 2006?
Wow.
Something like that.
24-hour show.
Yeah, we did
How many
shifts.
people were involved?
A bunch. We did like 3-hour shifts. So Mackie, Ziphoid, me, Boz. Who else was there? I can't remember now. I think Marcel might have done a shift as well. But I think many of us did 2 shifts during that period.
What a duty.
Yeah, it was fun.
Must have been.
Yeah.
But you must have been there like for the entire time, right? Because you had to support and check if everything works fine. Or were you sleeping as well?
Well, I was sleeping too.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, technical difficulty happened. Where is Slaygon?
Yeah, well, I do have a mobile phone people can call.
If you wake up for the call.
Yeah, of course.
You never know.
But it wasn't needed. Most of the time it just works, and most of the people who did broadcasts had done a bunch already, so they kind of knew the quirks. Oh, Anna Black, I think, was doing one section as well.
Wow, cool.
So, yeah, most of the people kind of knew all the quirks and whatnot, but I knew I needed to stay awake for Anna Black because I don't know how, but every time she went on air, she broke something. It's just something completely magic with the way she did things, because she broke things that were not breakable, basically, somehow. It's just magic.
She managed. Yeah, I know. I mean, if I say to a random computer, usually it gets frozen. And this is not a lie, this actually happens. So I don't dare to get too close to my colleagues' computers because, you know, then anything can happen. But it's not like that with my own. So my own is kind of, they work like a charm. It's just, I don't know, random other computers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not all of us are that lucky. Anyway, we had a random request from Murdoch 2000, and since 1971, that was a great year indeed.
Indeed.
Without 1971, we wouldn't have Slaygon now sitting here.
Indeed. 71 was a good year.
Yep. And since there was no 1971 as an ID, we picked 1970. And this
Which
one...
is Boz's year.
Aha, that's also a good year then.
Yes.
Nice. And this one, I think... I'm not sure if I heard it. I'm not sure if I remember this one. It's the author is called Tug Deeper, and it's The Last Ninja 2, The Basement Evil Mix. Murdoch is happy with the random choice next to his
that's good.
original first random request.
Yeah, that was quite nice, I thought.
Yeah, I think if we have a non-existent ID, so to speak, then we can just play the closest one to it.
Yeah.
Either up or down, I don't know, but
Yeah,
we can always check.
Up didn't exist, so we went down.
Tab64 posted a bunch of random letters onto the channel, and he says, it sure means something in your language. Well, here's the thing, those are mostly consonants, and I don't, my language, my original language is not Slavic, it's Finno-Ugric, so we have more vowels, a little bit more.
Wow, else.
Wow, else. How else? Vowels. So, yeah, it's he was nice because he posted into the shout box yesterday a movie, and I guess
the Hungarian thing.
Yeah, exactly. He randomly found some Hungarian movie, and the funny thing was that my brother is very much into public transportation, and it was about the train rails, how people switched the rails for the trains, like in the early days. It was a past film from, like, I don't know, 1960, 50, very, very early on, probably. So I sent it to my brother. Thank you very much for that. Yep. And some random facts from November 21, which is this day. In 2004, Nintendo DS got released as a video game console on this day, by the way.
2004?
Yes, 2004.
Wow, that late. Okay.
Yeah, that late. That was a sort of late console. And also in 2002, NATO invited Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia to become members. So, yeah. And interestingly enough, in 1992, starting November 21 and lasting several days, the largest tornado outbreak ever to occur in the US during November spawned over 100 tornadoes. I cannot even imagine that. I mean, it's like we don't have tornadoes here, right? So I never had to be afraid of that.
They even have a tornado alley over there.
That is so crazy. It's just completely. I don't know how to live like that. Like, it's if you live next to a volcano or whatnot, you should.
Yeah, ask the Pompeians.
Wow. You should be always ready to pack up your life and then just go away, or I don't know how this thing works, but
You have a storm cellar in the in case of the tornadoes and such.
Storm cellar, yeah, that makes sense. But then again, if the tornado is that strong that it destroys your complete house over the basement, maybe.
Yeah, but at least you're alive and you can rebuild.
Well, okay, good point. Always something to be happy about.
It's hard to rebuild if you're dead.
Oh, and Cat Poet found the longest Hungarian word. Megszentségteleníthetetlenségeskedéseitekért. This is how it sounds. Yeah, almost like Finnish. So it's not that bad. Yep, exactly, Cat Poet. That is the one. Or that is the one that we tend to say it. And in case you didn't know, November 21 is also False Confession Day, National Stuffing Day, Pumpkin Pie Day. I like that. Start to like it. World Hello Day. What? Hello World. I don't know what that is. But
is that a programming thing?
Yeah, we should look this up because I'm curious. And World Television Day in the United Nations. World Television Day. Oh my God, that's horrible. Who wants that? Who wants television nowadays? Okay, we want it because Netflix and all of those, but yeah, it's been a while since I had a registered cable television thing. You don't have it either, right?
No, I haven't had one for some 15 years or something.
Yeah, wow, yeah. I always went for the internet provider's internet only offer, so I didn't want television either. And I don't regret at all. And we have LP Chip. Request random remix, but limit to a remix by LP Chip. Specifically limit to Druids 2 Enlightenment Mix Sid Overdrive.
That's very random.
That was so random. Yeah, but it's one of my random favorites from LP Chip. So
that certainly is random then.
not that random. I really like this song. So
Well, that's the random part.
that I like it.
Yes.
No. Druid 2 Enlightenment, Sid Overdrive, and Funk Mix by LP Chip. Lovely. It's always lovely to hear that.
Indeed.
So, World Hello Day is a secular holiday observed annually on November 21 to express that conflicts should be resolved through communication rather than the use of force. Well, that's a good thing, I guess.
I guess.
Participants verbally greet 10 people or more on that day as an expression of the importance of personal communication in preserving peace.
Yes, that is how you communicate with a computer. You write a hello world program.
Like now you sound like such a nerd. Like this thing is about communication.
Yes.
Not with the computer. Not
What's wrong with communicating with the computer?
There's nothing wrong with communicating with the computer. This is what I do as well in most of the time of my day. But there are humans on this planet Earth as well. Exactly. And sometimes they like to communicate.
Yeah, weird people.
Yeah, it's good because then you can avoid some misunderstandings, you know? It's very useful.
Well, DJ Duck agrees.
That was a very nice imitation of DJ Duck's scratching. Oh my god. Scratching.
Screeching, scratching.
And people started to spell the longest words that they know after I said megszentségteleníthetetlenségeskedéseitekért. I'm not really sure if I will be able to do the finish. Probably you should do this, Slaygon. I0 posted it to the IRC channel.
Where?
Lento conesu. Lento conesui. What? Please do that. Just scroll up a little bit, not much. Do you see it? I will just paste it for you. That would be the easiest way. Yes, because I don't know.
There we are. There we go. Lentokone suihkuturbiinimoottori apumekaanikko aliupseerioppilas. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so it's what's it called? The learner, like a pupil or whatever, to a jet engine mechanic.
What? A pupil to be a jet engine mechanic?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That is a wow. And what is that case electroni microscopy? Electron microscope.
Where do you see that?
That's in the next line, almost the next one. Some electric microscope, I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
But it looks like it.
Oh, but officially it seems to be. Well, I can't read that.
And
I can't see the Swedish characters or Finnish in this case either, so I don't know which letter that is supposed to be because it's just a question mark. I should really fix my terminal at some point. These are my Swedish characters and that I just typed on IRC.
You just typed it on IRC.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Oh my goodness, that is
last line.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, that's my Swedish characters.
Yeah.
When I typed them, and even if I, for instance, copy what Martin Land said there, this is basically what I see. I don't know if you actually got the correct letters there.
No, I got your version of it. So yeah, bad for you, I guess.
Well, I don't mind. I don't care.
I know you don't, but every chief's word, the longest Dutch word I know. Hottentotten, tenten, traktoren, tent, stone, stellingen. Jesus Christ. But the Hottentotten part I really like. I think it sounds so great.
Hottentotten.
Yeah, he didn't enlighten me about the meaning yet, but... And then the second one, also another long word, is Autobandventil Dolfoesje. Dolfoesje? Yeah, kind of works. I guess. And LP Chip enlightened you what I0 has written as the second one, just so you know. It's there. You can still try to read it.
Mikroskopi.
Once again?
Pyyhkäisy mikroskopi.
Pyyhkäisy. Pyyhkäisy.
Elektroni.
Mikroskopi. Yeah, it's such a cute...
I think it's one of those sweeping electron microscopes.
That's lovely. And it sounded sort of cute how you pronounced that P there. Okay, then let's not get too busy with this because we already did. And we have Dr. Achenlord or Rachenlord, not really sure. But I think it's Dr. Achenlord. Hello, I would like to hear 7 Sins, Synth Sample 3 Get Busy Remix. Yep, here you go.
Yep.
again, Zelda. Hey. Okay then. Oh my god. Poor little thing. Hey. Yes, we entered the last. No, we will enter the last hour, like within 3 minutes, and that means that they start to get bored up there.
Mhm.
You can pretty much count on that every time we do the
you
show.
can set the fucking clock with them.
Yeah, exactly. They should wake us up, not the alarm clock.
Yeah, that would be
make more
nicer.
sense. Yeah. Trampaing on the blanket. Right. Would be so much fun. Okay then. And she's not visible on the camera, I guess. Not at the moment.
Well, she kind of is on the overview camera, but it's a bit dark down there on the floor, so...
Yeah, it's the
Whoops.
case. What?
Yeah, no, my beard got caught in the...
Your
the thing.
beard got
Yeah.
that big one. That long beard that you have.
Yeah,
My God.
that one.
Thus noticed some tails. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, she
you kind of
has.
see the tail moving, but not much else. Go there.
Go there, Zelda. Go there. And my favorite position of hers
Okay.
is still the sort of hover cat when she completely is able to hide her legs under herself, and she looks like a loaf of bread with a cat head. That is just so cute. Absolutely cute.
My cables, little kitty.
Well, it's not that she is doing so much harm to them.
No, but over there
Ah, yeah.
with the switch and everything.
Well, she doesn't do harm to them either.
Well, if she switches that off, then yes,
Oh, yeah. That,
she certainly would.
yeah, that wouldn't be that good.
No, because then the stream would die.
Oh.
The cameras dies, the stream to the video thingy dies, and to the relays dies.
And I just realized that even the stream even stopped by me. So I don't know. After a while, Facebook also tends to get it die for some reason.
I don't know why it does that. It's weird.
Yeah. But never mind. And yeah, HDK starts to be very happy because actually the next request is his request.
Oh.
Oh. Okay then. So, Morty and Sweet. Morty featuring Gibbs. Or Gibbs.
Jeeves?
Gibbs or Gibbs.
I don't know. Does he say Gibbs? Or
I said Gibbs. Yeah.
Gibbs? I'd say Gibbs.
Okay.
Let's settle for Gibbs.
Okay.
Blink, 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 blinky, blink, blink, blink.
Blink, blink.
Blink, blink, blinky, 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 blink, blink.
Haha. And
Haha.
our mentioned Boswank arrived.
Mentioned?
Mentioned,
Oh yeah, you mentioned
earlier.
him earlier,
Yes.
yeah. I forgot.
And I have companion on my chair as well.
Yes.
He.
I switched over to your camera before the song was
My-
over, actually.
Aw. So yeah, she's enjoying being close now. So it's fine. And she's purring in case you don't hear her. Not that loud though, because we have the heater on, so that
Yeah,
might...
why is that on still?
I don't know. Ask yourself. But then she jumped down.
Shouldn't be audible too loudly, at least,
Uh-huh.
from through the microphones. But yeah, I kind of forgot the dice, and it's white noise, so I just
Yeah.
blocked that out automatically.
Yeah, now all of a sudden the background gets like so silent and no
Yeah,
one
it's like,
understands what's going on. Yeah, that's not too good to use during a show.
No, not really.
Not too optimal. Neither
Not
the
really,
air
no.
conditioner up there, by the
No,
way.
I was supposed to switch it off when we started, but forgot.
Okay. Well, it happens.
It does.
And Boswank said, I come in peace.
Yeah, come
and then
on,
you
peas.
ask, come on, peace. Oh my.
Oh, come on, peas.
Oh, come on. My God. Okay, then. Boswang, if you are here, then you might have a request.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, of course he does. He started with Craig singing Chandelier, or perhaps Rhine and Mutants with a shout out to Leonie. Love
Hello,
you.
Leonie.
Hi. So, yeah, I think not much comment needed to this one. Rhine and Mutants, right?
Yeah, there's a bit of a comment in there.
Oh.
When he did the Blithe and Blend and Bizarre, he included mutants because he knew I love mutants.
Oh, it was because of you.
Yeah, and he included Skier 64 because he knows Boz loves that one.
Everyone could have a request.
Yeah.
That's so unfair that I wasn't around.
Yeah, it's unfair.
It's unfair. I feel it's totally unfair.
Fanfare for the unfair.
Yeah. Well, others could have more requests, I suppose. At least it's good for them. But
Good for them.
Mutants, Rhine. Oh, okay then, Zelda. shrine for your request.
Yes,
on
a
the
very,
album.
very nice one.
Yep, lovely. And sorry that I answered with the Slay Radio handle on Facebook, like in space language, but when I choose my name, then I have to reload all the comments as well. So it's an identity problem with Facebook. Facebook has an identity problem, not me, okay?
You have a random identity problem.
Random identity problem. Yes, exactly. And yes, Jason Parker, I got this t-shirt. Well, I bought this t-shirt at one of the AROC parties. I don't remember.
Because she's a warrior, so she had to have a warrior t-shirt.
Yeah, I worry too much anyway. That is true, actually. But I try to fight with it sometimes.
With the t-shirt?
No, with the worrying part.
I hope you win every time.
Yeah, exactly. It was like 2017 or 18. 17, I think. I think so, yeah. Anyway, you were there.
I was there, yeah.
I think, you have this t-shirt too, I think.
I do.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember if it was 2017 or 18.
Well, one of those years, because 19 wasn't happening because we were here.
It was happening, but
it
we
was
weren't
happening. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
But anyway, it's nice. Yeah. Nice t-shirts. I know. I have a bunch of them. Thank you. And they are all because of our great parties that we organize, and well, they organize it mostly. But yeah, you can always get some nice ones, at least on the Hungarian parties if you go. On X, for instance, I never get a party t-shirt because they don't design a ladies shirt, or at least, well, they don't really have it on the spot. And I think that there was some sort of thing before that they asked, or didn't they? I don't remember that. But
no, me either.
But it's not always available. And then if I buy a men's S, size S,
man's
like the
ass?
S.
The man's
not
ass.
An ass of a man. Size.
Hi.
Size S. How do you say that properly so it doesn't get misunderstood?
S.
S. S.
Yeah, S.
Okay, size S. And well, if I get this like at not a proper like normal woman's fit size, then unfortunately I look like I put on my pajamas that are like 3 size bigger than I am. So I cannot really cope with those, and that's why I don't really go for those when they kind of don't give like proper size away. And Andrea Esther, one of the cats who was here, she's called Zelda, and the other one is called Puko. And by the way, Puko means idiot in Swedish.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hülye in Hungarian, by the way. So yeah, my beloved Slaygon chose a very proper name for that poor cat. But
definitely.
Yeah, yeah, she is silly.
Yeah.
I would rather call her silly. I mean, what is Puko? Idiot or silly?
Kind of both.
In between.
Both.
Both, yeah, okay.
Silly idiot.
Yeah. And Zelda is Puko's daughter, so Zelda was meowing here for a while. Now she disappeared again because she noticed we don't give a fuck yet about her. And yeah. But anyway. What we have here? We have CJ Warlock on the IRC as well. And
hello, CJ.
And we also have Shetil, or we had Shetil for a while. I think he might be still with us, or yes, he is. He is on the IRC. So CJ Warlock requested Shetil with Last Ninja Remix Subtune 6 Extended Mix. And you tell me that I don't feel the rhythm. I take it as an offense.
I
From
didn't
now
say that.
on. Well,
I just said that you look like you remind me of Phoebe when she runs when you dance. That's all I said. I didn't say anything about you not feeling the rhythm. That's your interpretation of it.
okay, well, sorry. That was a nice request, CJ Warlock. Thank you very much. And thank you, Shetil, for doing this remix.
Indeed, very nice one.
Love it. Absolutely. Why?
What?
Why one has garden work to do? I mean,
Yeah,
CJ
hate that
Warlock, that
fucking
is just...
thing.
Yeah, that is not something that I ever enjoy, but well, sometimes things have to be done, otherwise, I don't know.
What do you mean, CJ Warlock? It was top 64.
Nah,
Or
no, CJ Warlock says that I have garden work too, but not tomorrow. Gee.
yeah, but top 64 said. that he
Top
had
64 said
garden
it
work
too.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So, my goodness, my condolences, guys. It's not something I really enjoy, especially not in such a weather. So,
Yeah, I have an apple tree I need to chop up into pieces.
oh, yeah, we still have that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
The rest of
Been
it,
a while.
like the big trunk.
Well, yeah, maybe it's like it would be worth to chop up and just keep it for an apocalypse to kind of...
Yeah, the rest of the tree is in the garage, so...
That's cool.
Well, and
Okay.
Bonswank says, ha Phoebe running when she dances. I see it now.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Now everyone will just associate this. And Slay Radio on Facebook as an entity started to speak so many languages. Sorry about that. I mean, it's like it's really a hassle to switch to my identity, as I said before. But also, Andrea, if you hear me, you should totally visit Arok Party next year if you haven't been ever, because it is a great 64 event happening in Oika at summer, and we will be there as well. And about 264 fanatics will be there, and there will be competitions and some live acts as well, and it will be awesome.
Indeed.
The guys will probably announce the date like a few months before, but
Hopefully.
yeah, all 64 fans.
And
Noted.
hopefully it won't clash with some other thing again.
Yeah, that I really, really hope so. So we probably try to make my point now, like as soon as we have the date, just announce it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was announced with a little bit of delay this year, I think.
Yeah, so it clashed with Data Storm.
Yep, exactly. We don't want to see that happening again, and probably we will leave alone the first weekend of August if the guys agree, at least.
Yeah, it's a bit unsure what will happen with Datastorm and Truck Stop Alaska over there, the party place that they've used for a number of years now.
But
Because
now
they are
it's...
rebuilding that area entirely.
Yeah, but now
building,
it's said that
the-
it will be demolished, right?
Hmm?
It will be demolished, right?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, at some point it
Mhm.
will be, but I'm unsure about the timeline.
Okay.
Because they are, like I said, building one of the like Scandinavia's highest tower or whatever the fuck it is over there.
Okay.
So yeah,
Of course. Well,
Karlatornet.
it
But
was
we can have Datastorm at the top floor of that
Oh,
tower. That
well.
would be nice.
with some pools and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cocktails and
Yeah.
yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and Billy Boy says,
Billy boy.
tell a story about feelings for the C64 and then play I Fell in Love with a Zoid. Oh, such a nice request. It's,
Feelings.
yeah.
What are those?
Well, I can... Oh. I can start. Definitely. I still remember very vividly once when I put my hands on the first 64 remixes ever, because for me that meant the way back to the SIDS and to start to love the chip music as it is, because before that I did not understand the beauty of it. So yeah, it happened on a New Year's Eve. The year turned 2003, and I got like 3 CDs full of C64 remixes from a friend after I started to listen to them. And I said to him, you should give this collection to me now. So this is how it happened. And after that, of course, I listened to the original hits as well.
Yeah, my first computer was a ZX Spectrum. Me and my friend both had one, and then he got 128 as a Christmas present. So yeah, I got my 64 shortly after that, because, well, I had to, obviously. So yeah, we kind of started coding. Accidentally kind of fell into the machine code monitor in his 128 because we were resetting. We were playing Rupert and the Toymaker's Party, and reset the game because we were going to play something new, and accidentally kind of fell into the machine code monitor on the 128 side. And I can't remember exactly how, but we kind of found some text from the game itself, from the main menu, and thought, oh, cool, let's change this. And thought, okay, we've done that. Okay, what should we play now? Didn't think more of it, and then we reset back to 64 mode, and it restarted the game. And our changes in the text were on the title screen of the game. We thought, ooh, we can program now. So yeah, that's how we both basically started programming. By accident, more or less. We did programming, but in BASIC on the ZX Spectrum. But yeah, there's a story for you.
Yeah, so lovely. Yeah, everyone has their own way. I also had a ZX Spectrum first, by the way. I started with that, my career at like 3 years old. Yep. So, yeah.
Madman, no, you can't misbehave all you want.
What's going on there again? Bang, bang. Yeah, click, click, bang, bang, everything. Yeah, never mind. It's not a requirement to make sense. Anyway, cuts and zoids. I fell in love with a zoid. We got so emotional.
Very, very nice.
Memories and all of that stuff.
Yeah, and ASTK posted a link to a post on Facebook regarding Truck Stop Alaska from September, and it's dead, Jim.
Oh, I mean, we knew that it will happen, but
Yeah.
people on the audio stream, don't join and don't leave us, because there are 64 listeners there on the audio only streams. So we have YouTube
don't
and
join
Facebook
and
as
don't
well.
leave and just
exactly.
Stay, don't go. And if you're thinking of joining, don't. The internet is full. Go away.
If you hear us, if you don't hear us, never mind. And interesting facts. Andrea, who joined us today, and I think she joined for the first time probably, or maybe she was around before, because looks like her last demo scene event was called Rage 98. That was the party that was happening right before my first demo scene event that I visited, like December. So in that sense, we kind of avoided each other.
Yeah, so a bit of a handover.
Yeah, exactly. So she left, I arrived, and then since then I'm basically trying to attend most of the Hungarian events that are happening. But before 98, there were at least 4 or 5 demo scene events per year, if not 6, in Hungary. So that was quite often. And it was kind of natural for the people. Nowadays, there are, averagely 2 right now. I think we can say that because the big parties, one multi-platform, one 8-bit. And, there is a demo show happening every year as well, like around November, December. So that's the demo show. That's one evening event. It's like 4 hours. And last time they also arranged some competition on that evening.
Yeah, but what do they do?
They play demos basically. So it's all about watching demos and having some competition. These are the most important things nowadays that are happening. And sometimes we had 2 multi-platform parties per year. It also happened.
In Gothenburg, we have demo beers. So kind of go to a pub, have some beers and watch demos.
That happens quite often. And we never went yet since we got invited. So we should probably at one point.
I've been to a bunch of them earlier.
Yeah, earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier. When you were on your own. Nowadays we got a little busy, and taking away evenings from the schedule is not an option for me at the moment, unfortunately. But
hopefully
we'll get there.
Hopefully I'll get done with that cinematic stuff by Sunday is the hope right now. So after that, kind of a weight will be lifted from the free time stuff. And I should have fixed that bot stuff as well for RC. I actually did reinstall a later version of the bot and started that up, but it still doesn't want to connect properly, so I kind of have an idea of what it might be, but haven't had time to look into it.
Yeah, there are reasons why we don't have the BitLife pictures out either yet. And all of that.
Jeez.
So, exactly. We have a few things that we will do at the point when I don't feel the weight on my shoulders either. Well, one project from the 2 has been finished, kind of. We will get there. That is for sure.
Next week we will have at least one new feature on the show. That will hopefully be quite fun to include.
And you don't tell us more now?
No. Tune in next week and you'll know.
Okay then. Why not? Well, we will be here for sure. And there's I0 listening, and he wants to hear Team Forsyth and Forsyth. Forsyth, right? Tell me that it's Forsyth.
I would say Forsyth, yeah.
Forsyth. And
Forsyth?
Forsyth.
Forsyth? Forsyth?
Feel like an idiot. Yeah.
Team Forsyth?
Team
What are
Forsyth.
you saying?
15th of the 5th. Never mind. Team Forsyth and Flyfest 737.
Forsyth?
Team Forsyth. I learned something again.
Team Forsyth.
Team Forsyth. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of wind down tunes right now.
Yeah, but Martin just asked, he said that he really hopes that he will have an opportunity to dance at least one more time this evening. Yes, you will. I can guarantee you that, because now I see our schedule and now I see what's going to happen. So now I see the future.
You see the future.
Indeed, that's how it works.
So you're some sort of, what's it called? Fortune teller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting there. And I can't really decide, to be honest, if Madman loves us or hates us or what is going on his head, because it is just really a mystery to me. So,
I think it might be both.
Yeah. Well, that's the way how it is. In any ways, we are so sorry for both of them.
And we're so sorry and happy.
Yeah, indeed. And what to say? The next song. Oh, Poco arrived.
Yes.
And she announced herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, joy, hey. Hey.
I wonder if she is visible on the overview.
She is always
a little
visible
bit.
because she is our personal Pusheen.
A little bit at least.
Oh, okay then. Yes. And Madman says it's right. We have 10 minutes to go. And then after that we log off. So since we have 10 minutes to go, and I should say that we have 2 great songs lined up, I would start with the first one that is shorter, and it was Tab 64's request, and he said just that Slaygon, Klopstylo, and Heart. Right. So he's hearting your track.
I did that too, yeah.
And that has also an abrupt ending.
Yes,
right?
it does.
Because it was a compo tune. So
was it?
Yeah, it was. You had 2 entries even, I think. No, you didn't? I think you did.
Oh yeah, that one and Bad Cat.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Drunk Cat,
Drunk
not
Cat,
Bad
yes.
Cat. Yeah.
Which apparently is an Amiga thing.
Yeah, such a pity because it was really great.
I could upload it to Amiga Remix, but
But you
at
should,
some
because
point.
it's a nice track.
Yeah, at some point.
Anyway, Klopstylo, what is that? Toilet style or something. It translates to that because it was made by a Polish guy. Yeah, indeed. And the finishing is
Yeah,
important.
it sounds like someone is having a shit, which is appropriate apparently for that.
Yeah, definitely. I forgot what it translates to exactly, but it has to do something with toilet. So that's all that I remember of the song. And that the original Sid was made by a Polish guy. Anyway, we arrived to the last song of the evening, it looks like.
Did we now?
Yeah, it very much looks like. And we have a few things before we say goodbye, I guess, because as you might know, you can always tune into Boss Radio for evening live shows, unless it's Thursday. But that's why he doesn't have a Thursday show, because we are, well, that was the other way around. Actually, we started to have a Thursday show because it doesn't collide with Boss Radio schedule. So that is how it happens usually. So in case you want to hear good songs, not only nerdy, chirpy ones, then you can go to bossradio.com and listen to our brother station and its live shows. And obviously on Wednesdays, Boss and everyone else's schedule, you can just check under the schedule thing. And
yeah, I put it on the video stream as well.
Yeah, thank you
Sure,
for
it's
the
a bit
help.
Tiny text on there, but I think you see the show name and the date.
Yeah, indeed. You can always check it out yourself. And for now, we can say that next show will be the last show in November. So one show to go until winter really has come. So
well, November is kind of winter already.
yeah, but technically it starts in December. So
What do you mean technically?
Technically,
it's I think autumn if the average temperature is below 10 degrees over a 24-hour period. I don't know how they define winter, but that is at least if, or rather the opposite, when it's over 10 degrees on average over a 24-hour period, that is the start of spring, I think it is.
okay, yeah.
So I'm assuming that's when autumn starts, when it drops below that. But when winter starts, who the fuck knows?
Well, I don't know. I just spoke with my friend today and she was so happy about a jacket that she got from me. And that jacket is still like equals to a thin leather jacket. And I was asking that, are you still wearing that? Because it wouldn't be enough here, at least. Well, she lives in Hungary, obviously. And yeah, nowadays probably I will change soon. Well, I'm wearing feather jackets for weeks now. So it's like, it is that cold here. Even if it's like 5 degrees, then still it feels like sometimes 0. So I can say that. Yesterday and today they were cold, very cold.
No, the past few days have been mild, actually. Been about 7-8 degrees when we leave in the morning.
Technically it was, but the thing was that it felt like colder than that. That's why I was so surprised. It's weird. Sometimes temperature even doesn't tell you the truth because there are other things involved like moist and wind as well. But that's Gothenburg, so
that's why they usually include a perceived temperature.
Yeah, it doesn't have much for me, but maybe iPhone doesn't do it right. So yeah, happens. But we would like to thank you all for your attention, and we are waiting for you next week, same time,
same place.
As usual, same place, same time. IRC, Facebook, YouTube, Slay.radio, slayradio.org. Whenever, not whenever, but wherever it's more convenient for you to join. And of course, you can always have the shows like from the archive of Facebook, YouTube, and the Slay Radio homepage as well.
And Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah, it's like so many things that you should continue because I have no idea already.
Well, that was it, kind of.
Yeah, that was it. And my computer wants a Java update, and we don't care about that. And the last song will be of the day was a request made by Lord Evil, and it's a very good one, so it's worth to stay. Signify, and the winner song of Bit Live Remix Competition, which is Last Ninja 2 Dimension Ace 2 Stealth Intersection.
Intersection.
Intersection, yes. So this is what we are going to say goodbye with for today. And yeah.
Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Commodore 64,
Commodore 64,
Commodore 64,
8-bit, no shit.
Slay Radio.